fucking awesome.
Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of the journey of your life. And today is a very special episode because we are in the phase of the journey, the road back home, and that's exactly where I am. Ironically enough, I am in Holland, and to make it even more special, I am staying with my parents for 8 days. I'm here by myself without my wife, and there's something special about, you know, staying with your parents for 8 days at this phase of the journey in my life, I guess. I mean, I'm 53 years old. I'm very fortunate that both my parents are still alive. You know, they're still in fairly good health, I guess you could say. And spending like 8 days with them, that's special, because I don't know how many of these occasions I still have left, right? So I am very much aware of this situation, you could say. It's not like I take it for granted, so I realize it's kind of special. And it also gives me a lot of time to think about, you know, the role your parents play in life. Because without my parents, there would be no me, and without me, there wouldn't be this journey that I am on now, and all the things that I'm doing, whatever I'm creating and sharing. So that's kind of interesting, and how that goes. And I was just talking about it with my parents. You know, your parents, they try to bring you up in the best way possible, the best way they can, and I guess they give you this narrative on how they see the world and experience it, and you know, they fill it with nuggets of wisdom and insights, and that's how you grow up, right? You know, you just have this story that's been told to you. And you know, as I got older and I was started to look for my own story, you know, who am I, what is the meaning of life, and stuff like that. And I went on this personal development journey. I'm still on it. It's never going to stop, of course. You know, spiritual growth. And also you take a look at yourself and your belief system. You know, the things that you believe are true. And then when you start, you know, peel off all these layers of all these stories, you discover that a lot of those stories are not mine stories. And they're the stories that my parents implanted there, or, you know, the education system of society, or, you know, everything. But discovering your own story, and that's okay. That's of course what all the videos are about. But I guess this video is more about honoring my parents, and not just my parents, but parents everywhere. So I mean, you're watching this video, you have parents. You know, what about your parents? Are they still alive? Are they together? Have they passed away? Do you think about them? Do you take them for granted, or maybe not? So I guess this video is more about, I could say, honoring my parents. You know, being grateful that they're still around, being grateful for everything they did for me. And because that's, you know, I used to get myself in a pretty decent bunch of trouble when I was young. And instead of dealing with it myself, my parents solved it for me. Which is, of course, nice if you're young. But, you know, eventually it's not very helpful, because I have to deal with my own shit and I have to solve my own problems, which of course I'm doing. But you know, when you grow up, you look at your parents like they're superheroes, right? They're invincible, they cannot do anything wrong, and they're amazing, and they take care of you, and they get you out of trouble, and stuff like that. So they have this special role they play in your story, I guess you could say. They have a very special, unique part in the story. And then of course, when you get older and you become more aware and more conscious, and you know, I take a look at my parents and I realize they're on their journey as well, of course, and they have their own obstacles and dragons they need to slay, and you know, they deal with it in their own unique way. And it's interesting to look at your parents like that, you know, not just like your parents, but like these individuals who have a life as well, with everything that's going on in their life, which is kind of cool, I guess. It's kind of cool to look at your parents like that. So yeah, I know it's kind of a weird video, but like I said, it's like, you know, honor the parents, because without parents, where would we be, right? Without our parents, life would be completely different. So yeah, so maybe this is a good time for you to think about your parents as well, kind of role they played in your life, or still playing in your life, and you know, think about them, and you know, thank them, or honor them, or whatever you feel like you need to do with them. So anyways, yeah, kind of a weird video, but I thought it would be appropriate to make this one. Anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.